It was truly the ultimate peak for our species, a massive and impressive milestone that made us shine with pride as bright as our own star, Empyrean. But, as the saying goes, all civilizations rise and fall.
Hey guys, my name is Wolfqueen and welcome to my channel where we traverse the fantastical, whimsical, and exhilarating worlds of the Wolfqueenverse. This is a realm I've created that consists of all my crazy story ideas I'm constantly coming up with. I have such an eccentric imagination, it surprises even me sometimes, conjuring up the wildest scenarios in my mind inspired by just normal circumstances in my everyday life. Just to add a disclaimer though, everything posted on this channel is not real and shouldn't be considered as real. These are all short stories written by me, hence all of them are fiction. So, without further ado, let's visit our first ever universe in this multiversal creation of mine, the world of echoes of the fallen. Chapter 1: The Quasarii.
We were a prosperous civilization. We were known as the Quasarii. Our species started out as any other, primitive beings who wandered over our home planet, which we would later name Penumbra. We were of a towering stature, usually varying in height from about 6 to 10 feet. Our generally green skin varied in different shades and was adorned with different patterns depending on what region of the planet we were from. Dark, mossy green blooming with large flower-shaped spots belonged to the forest inhabitants, a vibrant lime, sprouting varying smaller flowers to the plain wanderers. Island and near water dwellers boasted a bright and flashy aqua green, showcasing graceful curved loops. In contrast, snow-like tundra residents sported ice green, complete with fainter spirals, while a seaweed green, almost brown, deep set with stripes was owned by the desert people. Other minor subcategories also existed, each with their own varying habitats, shades, and patterns. These mystical patterns, which we called Zaina, normally twined around a Quasari's body, blossoming into a spectacular birthmark, or Zianara, unique to that individual. These awe-striking markings were found anywhere on our body, but usually appeared on our face, arms, and legs. Our Zianara was a crucial part of our identity, defining who we were on a spiritual level, an area our culture was profusely built around in those early days of our species. Our hair color varied largely, taking on colors from sleek black, popping fuchsia, golden yellow, vibrant blue, and all the hues you could imagine. Our almond-shaped face, ending in a sharp chin, featured round, large eyes that matched our hair, as well as our Zaina and Zianara, a small, flat nose, and lips a darker shade than our skin, the size varying for each Quasarii. We possess 4 fingers and 4 toes, but once every couple of generations, a few Quasarii were born with 5, for some unknown reason that remains a mystery to this day. As with all intelligent species, we evolved over time. Languages were created, our tools advanced, and our knowledge of our planet, universe, and ourselves grew tremendously. Fast forward 15,000 years, and we were a thriving species spread all over Penumbra. Our journey to the stars began around this time, from our first trip to space just beyond our planet's atmosphere, to colonizing our 2 sister moons Phina and Phoebe, to further branching out into our star system of Panahara. We grew into a hyper-advanced multi-planet civilization with all kinds of high-tech you could only dream of. Our utopian society spoke numerous languages that evolved over time as they dispersed throughout Panahara, but our ancestry language of Ferdana, from when we only walked our home planet, remained as a common language. It had modernized over the millennia, but was still embedded in its roots. While not as spiritually dominant as in the past, our culture continued to revolve around our Zena and Zinara. Our clothing, often vibrant and iridescent, was thoughtfully designed to incorporate our adornments, with a special focus on our Zinara. Each garment featured a clear or open space to proudly display our unique emblems, and we would oftentimes add our own bling or flair, depending on the occasion. Our art, music, dance, and cuisine were littered with these patterns' influence, variations arising with each planet and region. They were found integrated into our education and professions, whether you were an engineer, technician, scientist, governing official, or whatnot. In fact, our Zinara was incorporated into our biomorphic technology that seamlessly connected us to virtually every facet of our lives. Along with our thoughts, we could control anything, from our state-of-the-art smart homes and advanced infrastructure to anti-gravity planetary vehicles, space-faring ships, nano-based computers, and a host of other futuristic devices. This groundbreaking technology not only connected our species to the world around us, but also linked us to each other. Our Zinara served as both an antenna and caller ID for these telepathic communications, enabling us to effortlessly exchange thoughts and share images, clips, locations, or just have ordinary conversations across the entire star system. We had gone from primitive beings in scraps of cloth oblivious to the workings of our surroundings to a flourishing metropolis spread across our home star system, decked in the advanced finesse of our ever-growing intelligence and knowledge. It was truly the ultimate peak for our species, a massive and impressive milestone that made us shine with pride as bright as our own star, Empyrean. But, as the saying goes, all civilizations rise and fall.
Thank you for joining me on our first ever wild ride through the Wolfqueenverse. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until the next adventure, Wolfqueen out.